Happy holidays, hockey fans. Good afternoon, and welcome to the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena and Day 3 of the annual George Burbidge Holiday Hockey Tournament, and this afternoon's final varsity game between the Alexandria Cardinals and your Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets. And now, let's meet our starting lineups. First for the Cardinals, starting at goal this afternoon, senior goaltender number 30, Jackson Boleen. At right defense, junior defense, number 12, Evan Latimer. At left defense, sophomore defense, number 2, Andrew Ribbon. Starting at right wing, junior winger, number 10, Jack Westland. At left wing, freshman winger, number 27, Jacob Stender. And starting at center, junior center, number 7, Ben Doherty. And the remainder of the Cardinals, head coach by Ian Resch, assisted by Bruce Henstad and John Cullen. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets. Starting at goal this afternoon, junior goaltender number 31, Tori Tuin. At right defense, senior defense, number 14, Alex Simbola. At left defense, sophomore defense, number 10, Mitch Zimba. Starting at right wing, senior winger, number 8, Jake Riemann. At left wing this afternoon, senior winger, number 20, Michael Kabina. And starting in center, junior center, number 27, Tristan Birdsall. And the remainder of your Blue Jackets, head coach by Justin Tuckerlin, assisted by Chris Zimich and Kevin Danielson.
And welcome back, everyone. It's time for hockey. Blue Jackets will be moving right to left across your radio dial. Got a pretty decent crowd on hand here for being an afternoon game during the workday. By all means, come on down, play hooky, watch some hockey. This will be it for sports until next Thursday when the boys are back in action against Greenway. All the teams kind of getting a little break here for the New Year's. Blue Jackets come in here being outscored big time in the first period, 12-4. Alexandria has outscored their opponent in period 1, 12-6. Doherty will take the draw against Birdsall, and we'll get this one underway. See if the Blue Jackets can continue that solid effort that they gave last night. Let's see that here again this afternoon. Puck's going to be controlled by the Cardinals. With the puck, they're working around Revering. At his own blue line, having a little issue with it. Finally gets it out, tipped into the Blue Jacket zone. Giving chase is going to be Stender. Stender wrapped up by Seppel in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Now at the half wall on the left wing is Westland. That's knocked down. And coming to try to get it is Birdsall. Birdsall tried to set it up in front and couldn't do it, as he had his teammate Kabina sitting out front. Sanborn shuffles it down to Rhiannon. They'll get it along the end boards. Trying to dig it loose as Birdsall comes in behind the net into the right corner. Rhiannon battling down low with Doherty. Cardinals come away with it. Cross-ice pass, no one home. Revering's going to have to go chase it and get it at the left wing half wall. Long pass to center in the skates of Stender. He's taken out of the play. And the Blue Jackets have the puck. Long pass to Belich. Couldn't control that pass. We had a breakaway from the blue line. But the Blue Jackets, Carter Anderson, kept it alive at the left point for a moment. Here's Pesta. Pesta 2-on-1 the other way. Pesta left circle shot. Glove save 2 and holds on. 15:44 to go first period. Just underway, no score. Face off now to the right of 2 and on the draw. Wasepka won the draw with Belich. In the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone, Sepala sends it up near the left wing half wall. Push back along the end wall where Sepka gets a nice check from Sepala. Shot from the left point sails wide. Powell takes a shot. Kind of nice that they got their name on the back of their jersey. Makes it a lot easier for us play-by-play dudes. Lasky right on the tape to Versich at his own blue line. Versich double-teamed as he got across the red line at center. Tied up in front of the Alexandria bench. Chicky comes away with it, sends it back to Sepala. Gets it back to Chicky. Chicky to center. Chicky works it up on the left wing. He'll send it down deep and in the left corner where he'll battle with Carlson. Also there to try to dig it out is Joe Allison, the freshman for the Blue Jackets. Allison comes away with it to the half wall. Back out left point, wrist shot, Sanborn knocked down in front by Powell. And it's an icing as Powell was on the wrong side of center. When he flipped it down into the Blue Jacket zone, bring it back down, have a face-off. Looks like it's going to be to the right of the goaltender Bolin. 14:41 to go. No score, Hibbing, Chisholm, and Alexandria. It is the third and final day of the George Perpich North-South Challenge. Blue Jackets looking to break that 5-game losing streak and get a victory here in this North-South Challenge. Out the center, quickly down. Here's Treat. His shot hits the skate of Sanborn, goes into the right corner. Puck's in the left corner, trying to dig a loose as Jensen. He's tied up. There's Birdsall battling along the end wall with Caleb Strong. Now into the right corner. Strong carries Sanborn in. Big check by Jensen. Takes out Cabina. And the Blue Jackets unable to clear. Berglund. Did he hold the zone? Yes, he did. Berglund sends it down deep into the left corner. Strong with the puck. And poked out to center by Rhiannon. Loose puck gathered in, though, by Westland. Here's Westland quickly into the Blue Jacket zone, in behind the net. Westland circling. He'll leave it, and it's cleared out by Kate Olsen for the Blue Jackets. Westland takes a check at center from Cabina. And flip. Westland tried to jump at center to pull it down, but Berkland's right there at the Cardinal blue line. Berkland works it up. Here's Stender, knocked off his stick. Doherty leaves it for Westland. His shot from the right point sails wide. Lasky right on the tape to Cabina at center. Cabina backhands it down in. Line change Blue Jackets with 13:19 to go here in our first period. And Belich battling in the left corner, takes a check. Puck loose, and it'll be banked off the left wing wall out to center by Stender. Belich gives chase with Revering to get it in the right corner of the Alexandria zone. We got 13 minutes to go in our first period, no score. Shots 1-0 Alex. Out to center is Westland. Westland denied entry at the blue line. Meanwhile, the Cardinals do a line change. Lasky off the right wing wall to center, and it's sent right back into the Blue Jacket zone by Revering for the Cardinals. Versich sends it out to center, picked up by Belich. He's across on the left wing. His shot actually hits the skate of Powell, goes into the left corner. Powell comes away with it. He'll circle the Cardinal net, and a long pass trying to connect with Dropic, and it was too far behind him to catch that angle after it hit the right wing wall, and it's an icing. 12:20 to go here in our first period. No score. Again, shot still 1-0 Alexandria. If you're just joining us late, JV game went to overtime. Alexandria pulled it out 2-1. Allison ties it up in the circle. Willard gets it over to Sanborn. Sanborn, he'll just whack at it, sends it down in the right corner along the end boards. And the Cardinal will come away with it. Out to center ice with the puck is Dropic. Dropic dumps it in the left corner. Oh, right in front as it got deflected and cleared away. A heads-up play by Carter Anderson of the Blue Jackets as that was sitting right in front of the open net. Blue Jackets come away with the puck. Anderson works it up along the near side to Willard. Willard's pass is behind Chicky at center. Chicky gets it at the Blue Jacket blue line. He'll send it back to Sanborn, left circle. Back to Chicky. That hit him in the knees. And here come the Cardinals. Jensen is shot. And a nice save by two, and then cleared down the ice for an icing by the Blue Jackets. That could have been bad right there. But a nice save by two and big rebound left out there, but the Blue Jackets were able to clear it down the ice. So with the icing, the faceoff will come back down to the left to Torrey Tuen. His first start of the year. 11:29 to go in our first period here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. No score between Hibbing, Chisholm, and Alexandria. Jensen, high slot, throws it towards the net, sails to the right of Tuen. It's in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Pushed out, nice play by Zimba, got it up to Rhiannon, tried to work it over to Cabina, slips off his stick. It's going to come in on net to Brolin. He'll just clear it around. Right on the tape to Jensen. Jensen flips it to center, comes to the Blue Jacket blue line. Sepala banks it off the left wing wall, out to center. Cabina battles for the puck. Cabina comes away with it. Off the left wing glass to the Cardinal blue line. Knocked down. Here's Birdsall, left wing half wall. Needs a little help. Avoids a check, but quickly down the other way. It's Westland. Westland with speed. Takes the check from Sepala. Regains the puck. Centering pass from the right corner. And fortunately, no one was home. And the puck's back out to neutral ice. Taking a poke at it. Parker Ruzic couldn't control it. Westland now, right point. Tried to set up a streaking Stender down the slot. They couldn't connect. It's in the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone. 10:18 to go here in period number one. No score. Pushed out to center by Birdsall. Grabbed by Westland. Right wing pass to Latimer. Latimer across. Offside. 10:05 to go, period one. No score. Shots on goal, 2-0 in favor of the Cardinals. Belich will take that draw with Wasepka. Wasepka comes away with it and carries it into the Blue Jacket zone to the right wing half wall. Latimer kept it alive at the right point. Dropic takes a check from Sanborn. Dropic takes another check from Ruzic and goes down. Play continues in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Belich comes away with the puck, circles the Blue Jacket net, and looks. Belich stick handles the center. Tried to work it up ahead to Ruzic. He'll poke it into the Cardinals zone. But right there to grab it is Revering. Comes around to the left wing half wall. Olsen pinches all the way down from the left point to push it deep. Blue Jackets will switch up a couple players, but quickly out the center, they'll work it to Dropkick. Dropkick to the right circle, gets hauled down by Olsen. We got a penalty coming up. It's going to be a power play coming up for the Cardinals as Olsen's going to go off for the hook. And the first power play of the game is coming up. And this will come at 7:45. Alexandria in a power play this year, 28.2%, 11 per 39. Penalty kill for the Blue Jackets needs to be much better. 53.8%. They've given up 12 power play goals and 26 kills. Powell just kept it alive near the right point. Stender back to Powell at the right point. Sets it up, Doherty. Doherty shot, and it's got through and two and made the save. In the left corner, it's Westland. He'll set it up for Doherty. Stender back to Doherty in the left corner. Doherty back out to the blue line to Revering. There's Revering. Doherty left circle. Tried a centering pass that actually hit the skate, I believe, of Zimba, but either way, it's all the way back down in the Cardinal zone. Got a minute 22 to go in that power play. Coming up here for the Cardinals. 8:32 to go in period one, no score. Westland circles the Blue Jacket net to the left side. Left circle. Oh, and they tried to work it to Doherty at the right circle. He couldn't control it. A nice play by Cabina to clear it down the ice. Bolin stops it, fires it around, comes out near the right point. And then the Cardinals, it'll be sent back deep by Dropic. Revering and behind the Cardinal net with 53 seconds to go in that power play. Here's Dropic flying down the right side. He's into the Blue Jacket zone. Takes a check from Sanborn and loses the puck. Tied up in behind the Blue Jacket net. Coming away with it, Wasepka. Gets it to Powell at the right point. Powell skates in, throws it towards the net, and kicked away with the shin pad of Sanborn. Right wing half wall. Strong sets it up to the left point. Wrist shot. comes through, and I don't think that got through traffic, and Sanborn fires it down the ice. 20 seconds to go in the power play for Alexandria. Long pass to center for Strong. Avoids the Seppala check, but then turns the puck over. It's at the Blue Jacket blue line. Seppala backhands it down into the Cardinals zone. Back to pick it up is going to be Latimer. And there's only 4 seconds left to go in the power play for Alexandria. Blue Jackets will have a successful kill. At center with the puck for the Cardinals is Pesta. He's across right circle. Shots blocked off the stick of Seppala. It's at the right wing half wall. Seppala tries to clear. Jensen knocks it down. Now with the puck is Pesta. Comes out to the right point. Latimer's wrist shot is blocked by Lasky. Slap shot from Jensen. Right point sails way wide of the net. Left wing half wall. Reenan can't clear. Kept alive at the left point. Sent deep by Carlson. Picked up now by Seppala. Seppala, he'll fire it down the ice. Heads up play, get the icing, get these new lines on. 6:38 to go in our first period. No score between Alexandria and Hibby Chisholm. Shots 2-0. That's it. Cardinals have both of them. Face off to the left of Tuin. Tied up in the circle. Stender with it. Gets it out to Westland, who whiffed on it from the high slot. Here come the Blue Jackets the other way. It's Chicky. He's across on the left wing. He tried to make a move. Couldn't get by Westland. Westland with the puck. Circles the Cardinal net. He turns it over. It's at the right wing half wall. Allison ties it up. Trying to dig it loose is Willard as well. Now Willard backs off. Chicky's there. Chicky takes a whack from Bigger. And it's out to center, and the Blue Jackets dump it right back in. Got 6 minutes to go in our first period. No score. Hibbing, Chisholm, and Alexandria. Doug Dietrich here. Thanks for sharing part of your Friday afternoon with me. Tipped out to center by the Cardinals, but that pass was errant, and the Blue Jackets fire it right back into the left corner. Here's Bigger to Westland. Westland's pass is knocked down by Zimba. Westland regroups and recovers, carries it to the blue line, turns it over. Loose puck pushed into the zone by Birkland, and the Blue Jackets come back with it. Working down the left wing, Birdsall, nice move. Birdsall comes in, shot, glove save by the goaltender Bolin. Boy, talk about a scoring chance there for the Blue Jackets. Nice play by Birdsall. Moved left, got by the D, went in on the goalie. Put the wrist shot on, and a nice save by Bolin, the senior goaltender for the Cardinals. Face off to the left of Bolin with 5:31 to go in the period. Knocked along the end boards. With the puck behind the net is Powell. They work it up on the far wall to Pesta. At center with the puck is Wasipka. His shot sails over the top of the net. Comes to the right wing half wall. Powell with the puck. Powell, the captain of this Cardinal squad. Wasepka over the left point. Shot sails wide from Carlson from the top of the left circle. Big check. And here we go. Cabina, he can get some help right in front. He gets it to Ryan and a shot, and another save by Moline, and the net comes off the mooring. I thought for a chance there for a second, Cabina might have a breakaway, but boy, the closing speed on the back checkers from the Cardinals fooled that. But what a beautiful pass over to Rhiannon. Rhiannon tried to make a move on Bolin, and that's two big saves by Bolin to keep this a 0-0 ball game. .451 to go in this first period. Shots all even at 2 now, thanks to those 2 odd man rushes for the Blue Jackets. Picked up, Sanborn, right point, Lasky, wrist shot coming in, sails high over the top of the net, the goalie ducked. Fired around by Versich, going to come out near the right wing half wall. Lasky's going to battle for the loose puck with Strong. Versich comes away with it. Sanborn, a one-timer from the blue line, sails wide of the net. Lasky tried to sneak it in the back door, unable to do so. Nice defensive play by the Cardinals. Flip back in on net. Revering. Long pass tipped into the Blue Jacket zone by Strong, taken away by Carter Anderson. Now Chicky with it. Along the end boards, fires it around, kept alive by Revering at the left point. Sets it up for Treat. And now the Blue Jackets fire down the ice for an icing with exactly 4 minutes to go here in our first period. No score between Hibbing Chisholm and Alexandria. Shots all even at 2. Face off to the right at 2-in. Tied up in the circle, comes out near the blue line, and sent back down into the right corner by Westland. Down goes Stender, trying to dig it loose is Doherty. Rhiannon, nice pass right on the tape. Kabina now to center, off the stick of Birdsall, carried in offside. 3:40 to go, period number 1. Coming up in between periods, we'll review what limited stats we have so far right now on this. We'll look at some of the games going on today in boys hockey. Also peek in on the girls side of things. Even though the Hibbing Chisholm girls are done with the Kaposha tournament, there are still some area girl teams in action, and we'll take a look at those as well. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets. Sepala rolls off his stick to the Cardinal blue line and quickly sent back into the Blue Jacket zone. There's a pass to nowhere from Kabina, but it's going to be picked up by Zimba off the right wing wall. Zimba, wrist shot, Bolin, glove save, held on. .319 to go, period number 1. Face off to the left of Bolin. Belich on the draw with Doherty. And Westland comes away with it for the Cardinals. He'll stick handle to center. He's across on the right wing. Tries to make a move. Sanborn just runs him out of the play. Sanborn having a good afternoon so far here today. To the left point, wrist shot. Sails wide. It may have been deflected off the wrister from Carlson. Into the right corner, Stender gives chase. Kate Olson there to battle for that puck. And Doherty comes in, Belich comes in and puts a nice lick on Foster. Puck's loose at center, just bouncing around, finally gathered in. And penalty coming up on Westlands. He got a hand right up into the face of Versich. And the Blue Jackets are going on a power play. And they're going to get him for the rough. And this will come at 14:23. Blue Jackets first power play. Westland picks it up. Power play for the Blue Jackets pretty good this year, 35%. They've only had 20 power plays and they've scored 7 times. Penalty kill 72.7 for Alexandria. In 44 kills, they've given up 12 power play goals. They also have 3 shorthanded goals on the year, cleared down the ice by the Cardinal. Zimba picks it up, sets up the play from behind the Blue Jacket net. Here's Zimba. Right wing pass to center to Rhiannon. Carried into the zone. Revering pokes it off his stick, and it's going to be cleared down the ice by Wasepka. Zimba back to get it to Sepala. Sepala, neutral ice, works it up. Puck's tipped away on the pass. Comes back into the Blue Jacket zone where Zimba's got to pick it up. Zimba's pass way too far in front of Sepala. Got to settle that down. 1:13 to go. Long pass tipped in by Belich and cleared down the ice. We're just giving it up at the blue line. 1:04 to go in that power play. It's a good penalty kill going on right now by Alexandria. Sepala from the Blue Jacket right corner. Long pass out to Versich. Versich, cross ice pass, sets it up. Zimba picks it up, banks it off into the zone, and for whatever reason we did that, they'll just clear it back down the ice. All right, we still got 40 seconds in this power play. We can make something happen. Kabina. Left wing pass to Sepala. Cross ice on the right wing. Knocked down, it's Chicky. Chicky's going to carry it deep as he battles with Carlson. Chicky back to the blue line to Sanborn. Sanborn tried to send it back deep, couldn't do it. and it's cleared down the ice by the Alexandria Cardinal defense. Under a minute to go here in the period, 16 seconds to go in the power play, and boy, this is looking like a sloppy power play here for the Blue Jackets. Doherty for the Cardinals. He'll just flip it back to his own blue line to Berkland. Berkland to Powell. Powell sends it into the Blue Jacket zone. Well, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 34 seconds to go in the period. Berkland brings it to the Blue Jacket blue line. Taken out of the play. Here's Chicky into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone, being chased by Stender. He'll take a check along the end boards. And it's going to be cleared. No. Yeah, it was. Bigger actually thought he kept it in the offensive zone, and he did not. So we got offside with 16 seconds to go. And after that, Versich and Bigger got tied up, and then Bigger ended up on the ice. Shots on goal, 3-2 in favor of the Blue Jackets. Face-off controlled by the Cardinal. Tipped into the Blue Jackets zone. Sepala trying to work it up. Right wing half wall. Popped out to neutral ice. Birdsall tried to get to it, and that was Willard, tried to get to it. And that'll do it for period number one. Not a whole lot going on in that first period. But overall, the Blue Jackets looked all right. I thought overall defensively they played well. That power play that we had wasn't the prettiest thing in the world, but hopefully we'll get more opportunities as it. Like I said, we have a 35% power play, which is pretty fantastic. But after one period of play here in the George Perpich North-South Challenge from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, our score, it is Hibbing Chisholm nothing, Alexandria nothing. First intermission's on the way. It's Blue Jacket hockey right here on 106.3 WMF. Books here from the Hibbing Memorial Arena. No score between Hibbing Chisholm and Alexandria in day 3 and the third day and final day of the George Perpich North-South Challenge. Overall, pretty even period, back and forth. Both teams trying to feel each other out, it seems like. Or maybe it's the effects of playing 2 tough games in a row and then coming back for an early afternoon game. I don't know, but either way, it was pretty even in that period. No goals, obviously, as it's 0-0. Shots on goal in that first period. The Blue Jackets had 3. Alexandria had 2. So that makes the saves pretty simple. Tuen with 2 saves in that first period, and Boleen with 3. 2 penalties called in that period, 1 in each squad. Olsen went off for a hook at 7:45, and then Westland went off for a rough. And that's where we're at. Neither team really could generate much on the power play. Our power play just did not look good. So hopefully that's just an anomaly, and that if we get more power plays in this contest, that, we won't have to deal with stuff like that. That penalty kill will look pretty good by Alexandria as well, though. But Alexandria's power play, they moved the puck around a lot. They really didn't generate a whole lot of shots, even though they did, for the most part, keep it in our end. So that's where we're at after one period of play. Good quality hockey. Still got, 2 periods if you want to come down and check it out here at the Hibbing Memorial Arena. After all, it's only 2:32 on a holiday Friday weekend, right? So, all right, let's go take a look and see what's happening in boys hockey today. There are a couple of finals in the books. In the Hilltopper Classic, in the 7th place game, it was Bemidji pounding Roseville 7-1. Consolation championship just ended up a little while ago. Poquet Esco Carlton, they must not have been happy because they hammered Anoka 8-1 here today. Meanwhile, in the consolation championship at the Heritage Center tourney down in Duluth, it was Owatonna getting by Denfeld by a score of 2-1. Let me scroll through here and just see if there's any games of interest that we might want to pay attention to with some of our games coming up here. The Blue Jackets, of course, going to have an interesting next few games once we get past, the New Year's break there. Because coming up on the 4th, Thursday, we'll have Greenway at home. The 5th, Rochester Mayo. The following week is Virginia at home. Then we'll head to Superior, have Grand Rapids at home, and then on 19th and 20th of January, we make that trip out west to Crookston and East Grand Forks. Crookston gets the victory today over Chippewa Falls at the Thief River Falls Ralph Engelstad Arena at the Ralph Engelstad Classic by a score of 3-2. Taking a quick peek now over here on the girls' side of things. We do have some teams playing that are local teams. The Schwann Cup Silver. In games last night, it was International Falls getting the victory over Spring Lake Park 4-3. They'll play tonight in the semifinals against Montemedi. Meanwhile, the Duluth Northern Stars beat Bloomington Jefferson 4-3 last night. They'll head into the second semifinal to take on Thief River Falls, who defeated Moose Lake area last night. All them games taking place in Blaine. Also, Duluth Marshall is in the mix. They're in the Schwann's Cup Bronze Division. Duluth Marshall got the victory yesterday afternoon over Cambridge Sandy Moore of Pine City by a score of 2-0. They're into the semifinals here this evening, and they'll take on Irondale St. Anthony. Also, Proctor Hermantown's down at the Schwann's Cup. This is the Schwann's Cup Gold. And yesterday, Proctor Hermantown fell 3-2 to Holy Family Catholic Waconia. So they'll jump down into the consolation round. That got underway just about a half hour ago, and they'll take on Andover. And then, not to be outdone, we have Evelyn Gilbert in the Schwann Cup National Division. That's a division that looks more like everybody. It's kind of like a round-robin deal. But Evelyn Gilbert gets a victory last night over Arrowhead. And Evelyn Gilbert plays Laverne this afternoon, and that game is just getting underway. And then tomorrow, Evelyn Gilbert will play Fairmont at 5:30. All those games are being played in Blaine as well. So there's your girls hockey tournaments and what's going on. Of course, the Blue Jacket girls went down and played some tough matchups. They get the 7th place victory, though, over Eastridge after real tight, close games with South St. Paul and Moundsville. Ice has been resurfaced. We're going to take another quick break, and we're going to come back with our second period action after one period of play here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. It's the third and final day of the George Perpich North-South Challenge. It's Hibbing Chisholm nothing, Alexandria nothing. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on KQ North 106.3 WMFG. And both squads are back out on the ice, and we're about ready to get our second period underway. Blue Jackets will be moving left to right. Again, no score between Hibbing, Chisholm, and Alexandria. And not a lot of shots in this one either. 3-2 favor the Blue Jackets. See what kind of adjustments both squads have made in the locker room here for period number 2. It'll be that first lineup for the Cardinals. Doherty centering Westland and Stender. Back on D, Latimer and Revering. For the Blue Jackets, they'll counter with the line of Birdsall. Centering Cabina on his left. Reenan on the right. Back on D, it's going to be Sepola and Zimba. And we're underway. Face-off's going to be controlled by the Cardinals. Trying to clear it in was Stender. Comes down in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Zimba rattles it around to the right corner to Sepola. Sepola banks it off the wall, gets it to Birdsall. Birdsall makes it to about the blue line before it's about as far as he can go. Stender with it. Past the center, tried to hook it up to Westland. Deflected away. Blue Jackets come away with it. And a backhand up into the Cardinal bench and over. 16:33 to go, just underway period number 2. No score. Face-off should be down to the left of Tuin, and it is. Belich will take the draw against Wasepka. Face-off controlled once again by the Cardinals. They get it to the right wing half wall, pushed down along the end boards, trying to dig a loose as Dropic. Cleared around by the Blue Jackets. Pass was behind Versich from Lasky, but it does come to the Cardinals' blue line. Carlson with the puck. He'll work it up to Dropic. Dropic gets it to the blue line. It slips into the zone, but Sanborn's right there to clear it out. Sanborn sends it deep. He'll rattle it around to the right wing half wall where Lasky tried to keep it alive. Belich, a big hit put on Pesta, but coming back the other way on a 2-on-1. Oh, and almost set up, trying to go back to the back door. Dropic to Wasepka. Fortunately for us, that didn't connect, or that was a for sure goal. Play continues in front of the Cardinal bench with 15:40 to go here in our second period. No score. At the Blue Jacket blue line, poked out to center by Sanborn and fired in by Reverie. Picked up by Carter Anderson in the Blue Jacket left corner, sends it to the right corner. Cleared down the ice. I'm thinking that Sanborn was thinking someone was coming off the bench and maybe he was going to catch him on a line change there, maybe get a breakaway for us, because where he sent it, there was no one home but a bunch of Cardinals. Knocked down in a clearing attempt by Strong. Puck loose, and it's going to be knocked down into the Cardinals zone. No icing. Into the left corner. With the puck is Chicky. Chicky tries to get the puck through traffic. It's loose, and then a shot put on that sails just wide. I think Allison got a piece of that, but that shot went wide. Fired into the Blue Jacket zone, comes around to the right wing half wall. Zimba will tie up with Strong. Out near the top of the right circle. To the blue line, Reverie shots deflected into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Sepala recovers the puck. Sepala to the half wall, banks it out to center. Picked up by Westland in the Cardinals zone, right on the tape to Doherty. Doherty banked off the right wing wall. He'll get it to Strong. Strong at the half wall on the right side, takes a check from Joe Allison, and it's fired down the ice for an icing by the Blue Jackets with 14:12 to go in period 2. Still no score in this hockey game. Doug Eater here, glad to have you along on a Friday afternoon. This will do it for a week. Hard to believe, but no teams in action until next Thursday when the boys are back home in a big section and Iron Range Conference matchup against the Greenway Raiders. Shot got through traffic from the right point and a save by Tuin. Nice wrister by Powell. Quickly out to center was Birdsall. Reenan carries it across. Here's Reenan, leaves it. Cabina's shot in a big left pad save by Boleen. So starting to open up a little bit here. Coming back the other way. A shot hits the pipe on a wrister by Dropic from the left circle. And there's a shot that sails up over the net from Wasepka from the left circle. So it's starting to open up just a little bit here with some shots on goal finally. Tied up at center, just outside the defensive zone of Alexandria. Along the near wall. Down goes Pesta, no call. And Cabina golfs it in from center. It'll come around to the right wing half wall. Reenan couldn't get to it. Pesta's going to leave it for Wasepka. Wasepka put it on the stick of Dropkick, who got hit right away as he crossed into the Blue Jacket defensive zone. Blue Jackets send it down into the Cardinal zone so they can get a line change going. Hits the referee at center, so the Blue Jackets Belich sent it into the Cardinal zone, but the Cardinals quickly right back out to the Blue Jacket blue line. Doherty sends it in deep. Zimba behind the Blue Jacket net picks it up. 12:50 to go. His pass didn't connect with Belich, and it's fired right back in by Biggie. Bigger at center. Works it over to his teammate Berkland. Tried to get it over to Stender. Stender pokes it into the Blue Jacket zone. Versich is there. Zimba throws it to center. Stender intercepts. No, that's Doherty. Doherty, his wrist shot's blocked. Doherty regains control. His shot's blocked again. Puck loose left circle. And a whistle. Played with the high stick. It's going to come all of the zone. Bring it back down. I'm assuming we're going to go to the left of Boleen. Well, now they're saying to the right. Either way, it played with the high stick, so it's going to come all the way back down in the Cardinal zone. Face off won again by the Cardinals. They've won quite a few draws here so far. That pass went through the skates of Jensen. In behind the Blue Jacket net, centering pass and cleared away. Here comes Chicky, and one of the players fell down. Chicky with some speed, basically working one-on-one, sets it up for Willard in a shot. That puck got through as odd man rush, and a nice save by Boleen into the right corner of the Cardinals zone. Cardinals come away with it as Treat quickly out to center, right on the tape to Strong. Strong across on the right wing, taken out of the play by Sanborn. Puck loose, right circle. Here's Strong, sets it up. Wrist shot coming from the blue line, saved. The rebound. Jensen got a piece of it, and another save by two, and a couple of quick saves. And now it looks like things have ramped up a little bit here again. Cleared away to the end wall by Allison. Into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Kate Olsen gives chase. Pesta got there first. And then the Blue Jackets, Sanborn golfs it down the ice for an icing. 11-11 to go in period number 2. There is no score in this hockey game. 0-0. Hibbing Chisholm, Alexandria. Birdsall take the draw against Doherty. Two top lines out here today. And it's still in a circle. Coming away with it was Stender. Took a check from Sepala. Blue Jackets come away with the puck. Out to center to Zimba. Zimba in the skates of Rhiannon. Rhiannon trying to get by Revering. Couldn't do it. And the Cardinals quickly back the other way. Westland had it poked off his stick by Zimba at neutral ice. Rolls into the Blue Jacket zone. Sent around to the right wing half wall by Sepala. Stick comes flying. Meanwhile, Blue Jackets tried to bring it into the zone, just couldn't quite do it. Back the other way with the puck. It is Westland. Westland, right circle, working on Sepala, stops at the half wall, gets it out to the blue line, sets it up for Latimer. Latimer's shot sails wide. Blue Jackets unable to clear the zone. Westland to Stender at the left point. Stender back to Westland, left wing half wall. Westland with the puck to Revering. Doherty sends it to the left circle, no one home. Sepala intercepts it. Knocked down by Cabina, and it's fired right back in from center by Alexandria. Line change for the Cardinals. Tipped down the ice on the long pass off the stick of Pesta. And behind the net is Revering. He'll send it around in the left corner. Dropic with it to the right corner for Revering in the Alexandria zone. Here's Pasta banged off the left wing wall out to center. Loose puck Wasepka. Here's Wasepka, sets it up 2-on-1. Right circle back to Wasepka. And Wasepka couldn't get the stick on it. Went flying on a check from Sanborn. That's a couple of times they've tried that play down low. One of them times it's going to connect on that 2-on-1. 9.5 to go here in period 2. No score. Hibbing Chisholm and Alexandria tied up along the end boards in the Blue Jacket zone near the left corner. There's a big check put on by Belich on Pesta. Pesta's been hit a couple of times pretty hard here today. Pesta comes away with it. Right corner centering pass. Unable to get the shot off was Treaty. Whiffed on it. And there's a wrist shot from the right point by Powell. Glove save to it. 9:03 to go here in period 2. No score. Have a face-off to the left to Tuin. Not a lot of shots in this period either so far. 6-5 now in favor of Alexandria. They're out shooting the Blue Jackets 4-2 this period. That got through traffic. Carlson's wrister did, and Tuin made a stop. So Tuin playing well as he's seeing the puck pretty good so far here this afternoon. Banked off the left wing wall, back in behind the Blue Jacket net. Zimba there to pick it up for the Blue Jackets. He'll send it around. Here's Willard at center. Willard avoids a check but loses the puck. Carried in by Treat. Treat tries to split the D. Zimba takes him out of the play. At the left wing half wall in the Blue Jacket zone. Left point, Carlson's wrist shot. That's deflected wide. Picked up by Willard on the far wall. Flipped off the left wing wall to center. Puck's loose. Sepala will go back to the Blue Jacket blue line. Gets it to Willard. Willard backhands it down into the zone. Picked up by Powell, who will circle the cage for the Cardinals. Powell with some speed. He's out to center, stick handling. He's at the blue line. Here's Powell to the right circle. Powell comes in, shot saved. Tuen, it goes in. Tuen didn't know where it was. It dropped right between his feet and trickled into the net. Powell gets the goal. It's going to be unassisted. It was an end-to-end rush, and it's 1-0 in favor of Alexandria. Nice play by Powell. Got to give him credit where credit's due. And this will come at 8:59.
Scoring the unassisted goal for the Cardinals, number 21, Powell, unassisted.
Powell's second goal of the year. And it's a 1-0 Alexandria lead. And again, Tuen made the save, and it dropped right down and then trickled between his legs into the net. That didn't cross the line by much, but it was enough. Here come the Blue Jackets back the other direction, sent deep by Cabina. It'll come to the right wing half wall where Stender has it. Stender puts it to Westland. Westland stick handles to the blue line on the left wing. He tried to get by Sanborn. Sanborn's having nothing to do with that. Stender carries it in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone, leaves it for Westland at the half wall. Sent back behind the Blue Jacket net. Sanborn clears it around to the half wall on the left side. Blue Jackets come away with it. Here's Rian in the center. Rian sends it in deep. Blue Jackets will switch up their defensive pairing here. Doherty. Long pass. Stender is going to pick it up at the blue line to the left circle. Stender is shot and a save by Tuen, knocked down, cleared away by Zimba. And in the left corner, Rian sends it around to the right corner. Sepala picks it up. 6:50 to go in period 2. 1-0 Alexandria. Right wing half. Well, we get a penalty coming up on the Blue Jackets as well. A delay penalty. Back out to the blue line in the skates. Now they send it over on the right side to Wasepka. With the puck is Dropic. Dropic with the puck. Dropic still has the puck, and they tried to send it across. And we got a penalty coming up on the Blue Jackets. That's the second of the afternoon. Going off. It's going to be Cabina for a hook. And this will come at 10:39. Oh, for one in the power play so far here for Alexandria. Face off to the left to Tuen. Left loose in the circle. Here comes Sanborn. Sanborn works it up to Bellich, who sends it deep. From behind the net, it's Revering. Right wing pass, gets it to Westland. Here's Westland. Westland into the right corner. Had it poked off his stick, but right there is Strong. At the half wall on the right side, Doherty. Doherty, he tried to go backdoor to Revering. Revering couldn't control it. He regains control of it. Gets it to the blue line to Powell. Now they'll set it up. And they're going to try to go to Westland backdoor. That's off his skate. Goes in behind the Blue Jacket net. Take Sanborn hard into the end boards. Back out to the blue line to Powell. Powell looking. Sends it deep. Westland's there. Strong's there. Westland comes away with it. Half wall left side. Westland leaves it for Revering. Left point. Revering sends it down low to Strong in the left corner. Strong cycles it back up to Revering up high. Revering wrist shot. Tuen saw it the whole way. Held on. No rebound. 56 seconds to go in that power play for Alexandria. Their second today. 1-0. On the unassisted goal by Powell is where we're at. Alexandria on top, 5:16 to go, period 2. Face off to the right of Tuen. It comes out to Revering at the blue line. He'll send it over to the right side to Powell. To the left circle. Drop kick. Backdoor slapper put on by Stender, got deflected away, so no damage there. And then Sepala fires it down the ice. Powell picks it up, left wing half wall in the Cardinals zone. 33 seconds to go in the power play. Brought into the Blue Jacket zone by Stender. Stender tied up by Zimba along the end wall. Powell's there. Stender's there. Drop it. Sends it out to the blue line. One-timer. Ooh, that hurt. Puck's loose. Sepala took that one. May have been right off his ankle. Either way, that's deflected over the top of the net. 4 seconds to go. And hopefully Alex is okay. He's going right off the bench. There we go. Another successful penalty kill for the Blue Jackets, and that's what we need to see. We haven't seen a whole lot of that this year. Shot put on from the left circle. Nice little scrum by the Blue Jackets. Allison got the shot off, and a save by Bolin. 4:04 to go, period 2. 1-0 Alexandria with the lead. On the Powell goal, an end-to-end rush unassisted. Tuin made the initial save, dropped down right into the paint between his feet, and trickled across the line into the net. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets. Sent around by Sanborn. And Allison's going off for a trip. Man alive. Down went bigger, and Allison's going off for a trip. He got that stick up in the legs as he was trying to poke the stick away. And back on the power play for the Cardinal. This will come at 13-10. Power play number 3 coming up. Again, their power play coming into this game was 28.2%. Now, Blue Jackets do have a shorthanded goal this year. Zimba has it. Face off to the left to Tuin. Got 3:50 to go in the period. Alexandria leads 1-0. Be nice to be able to kill this. You really don't want to go in the locker room down 2-0. Shot put on, loose puck, and it's flipped up over the net by Westland. Left wing half wall, Blue Jackets zone. And cleared down the ice by Kate Olsen, or Skylar Rhodes, excuse me. Minute 35 to go in that power play. Powell, right wing pass to Revering. Revering's across the blue line. He'll leave it at the half wall. Back to Powell, right point. Powell throws it on net. That sailed wide, may have been deflected and up and out of play. I'm going to say it was deflected. Well, it looks like they're going to bring it out to neutral ice. 1:21 to go here in that power play. 3:11 to go, period 2. Alexandria with the lead, 1-0. Sepala sends it all the way down on net. Boleyn's got to stop it. And Revering picks it up and stops behind the Alexandria cage. 2:59 to go in the period. Cross-ice pass to Powell on the left wing. Powell brings it across, offside. Minute 3 to go in the power play yet for Alexandria. It's a 1-0 Alexandria lead. Shots now, 12-6 in favor of Alexandria. Blue Jackets being outshot in this period 10-3. And both Birdsall and Doherty get tossed on the draw. Sent in deep. It'll come to the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Giving chase is Dropic. And cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets. Stopped by Bolin. Powell's back to pick it up with 47 seconds to go in the power play. Powell works it to Revering. Here's Revering. Pesta at the half wall. Had it poked off his stick by Birdsall. Cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets. Again, stopped by Bolin. Bolin will leave it for Powell. 28 seconds to go in the power play. 2:15 to go in the second period. 1-0 Alexandria. Long pass to Pesta at the Blue Jacket blue line. He'll battle, trying to get by Carter Anderson. Cleared out to center by the Blue Jackets. Carlson. Now at center, Stender. Stender across. Stender into the right corner with 5 seconds to go in the power play. Now to the left corner, sends it back to Carlson at the blue line. Carlson. Back over to the right point with the puck is Latimer. Here's Latimer down low. Shot saved by Tuin. Latimer gets the puck back. Ooh, and it just trickles through the paint as he put a backhand on from the right circle. Blue Jackets clear it down, giving chase is Allison. Latimer's going to get there first in the right corner. Neither one can grab the puck, though. Centering pass. Oh, they tried to get it up high. Here's Zimba's shot. Allison back to Sepala. Good to see Sepala back out here. He took that shot. Not sure where it hit him on block, but he was feeling that one. Cleared down the ice into the Blue Jackets zone with 1:04 to go in the period. Lasky at center. Sends it into the left corner. Latimer is there. Sends it around to Carlson to the right corner. Now Strong to center. Works it ahead to Treat. Here's Treat. Leaves it for Strong. Slap shot coming. Hit his own teammate, but then a backhand put on as he was going down by Ben Jensen. And Tuin had to make the stop. 44.2 seconds to go in the period. It's a 1-0 lead in favor of Alexandria here. Unless the Blue Jackets score here, they'll have 17 minutes to get back in this contest when we start period number 3. Face off to the right of Tuin. Birdsall tied up with Treat. Cardinals control the puck. They'll backhand it down in the left corner. Zimba's there. He avoids the check from Treat. Zimba's got to go back to get it again. He'll work it around the far wall. Cabina. His pass was behind Birdsall. Loose puck, Strong. Flipped into the Blue Jacket zone. 22 seconds to go. Near the right corner, Sepala sends it up half wall right side to Cabina. Cabina just banks it off the right wing wall down the ice. No icing. Revering back to get it. He'll use the far right wing wall to try to work it up to his teammates. Going to pop over to the left side. Carrying it in is Powell. Powell. And Zimba comes away with it. That's it for the second period. Well, we at least had a little action there as we got one goal out of the way. Let's see if the Blue Jackets can do something here coming up in period 3. So far, it's been a good game, but I've got to give that, basically that period, I'm going to have to give it to Alexandria as they dictated play for the most part through that second period and outshot us heavily. We'll take a look at all them stats, also go back and look at some hockey scores and see where we're at in the boys hockey tournaments. That's all coming up after 2 periods of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Our score, it's Alexandria 1, Hibbing Chisholm nothing, and you're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on KQ North, 106.3 WMFG Hibbing, a service of Midwest Communication. After 2 periods of play here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, it's the third and final day of the George Perpich North-South Challenge, and after 2, Alexandria with the lead by a score of 1-0. And I got to admit, that was a pretty play by Powell. He took it from his own end and skated end to end, got the shot off. Torrey Tuin made the save, but it kind of just dropped right down into the paint between his feet and had just enough momentum to cross the goal line. And that's where we stand. The senior defenseman, Jack Powell, gets the unassisted goal. That came at 8:59, and that was an even strength goal. Shots in that second period, we were outshot 12-4 this go-around. So through 2 periods, Alexandria has 14 shots. The Blue Jackets have 7. Blue Jackets pick up another couple penalties in that period. Cabina went off for a hook. Allison goes off for a trip. Through 2 periods, the Blue Jackets now have 3 penalties for 6 minutes. Alexandria has 1 for 2. Saves in the second period. Torrey Tuin 11 for a 2-period total of 13. And Jackson Moline had 4 for a 2-period total of 7. Alexandria 0 for 3 in the power play here this afternoon. The Blue Jackets 0 for 1 on said power play. Taking a look at some of the boys' action going on today, and we'll review it once again. In the Hilltopper Classic, that 7th place game went to Bemidji with a 7-1 victory over Roseville. The consolation championship, it was an 8-1 victory for Cloquet-Asco Carlton over Anoka. In the consolation championship down at the Heritage Center in Duluth, it was Owatonna slipping by Denfeld by a score of 2-1. And let's scroll through here and see if there's any other interesting games that may be going on. Chaska is on top of Lakeville North. Boy, Lakeville North has really fallen off after those good state tournament run years. Moose Lakes at Ely at the North Shore Tournament. No score on that one. That was to get underway at 12:30. See if we have any of these later games going on. Right now it's just showing Delano and Virginia Mountain are in Buell over at the Miners in progress. 15:38 to go in the first, just underway at Hodgins, Berardo, and Coleraine. It's Greenway and Rosemount getting underway. Otherwise, some of these games that will be starting just a little bit later. Other games going on today. 4 o'clock, Proctor at Evelyn Gilbert. Tonight over in Rapids at 7:30. It's Forest Lake at Grand Rapids. Later on today, the third place game at the Hilltopper Classic featuring Brainerd and Wayzata. Then the championship game after that, it'll be Duluth Marshall against Hermantown. At 5 o'clock up in Warroad, International Falls, they'll take on Grafton Park River, North Dakota. At 8 o'clock, in one of the semifinals of the North Shore Tourney, it's North Shore and Henry Sibley. And like I said, Moose Lake and Ely were scheduled to play in that North Shore Tournament at noon. But after 2 periods of play here from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, it's only a 1-0 Alexandria lead on the unassisted goal by Powell, coming at 8:59 to period number 2. Now the Blue Jackets, they're not out of this by any means. What they need to do, though, is they need to stay out of the penalty box. Part of the reason we got outshot 12-4 in that period is we took 2 penalties. And playing, when you're pretty much playing the penalty kill, you're playing defense. You don't have many opportunities to score. It'd be nice if we could get more, but you don't have a whole lot. In fact, the Blue Jackets have 1 shorthanded goal through 8 games this year, and that's Mitchell Zimba. Picked one up early in the season. Even though Alexandria pretty much dominated that period as far as dictating play, and most of it, hockey was in our end or at neutral ice. I'm going to give the edge to Alexandria on that period. We'll see how the teams adjust again as they come out of the locker room once again after 2 periods. But our score here after 2, it's Alexandria with a 1-0 lead. We'll be back with third period action coming up after 2. Our score, Alexandria 1 and the Blue Jackets 0. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey. It's right here on 106.3 WMFG. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Third period action coming up here shortly. Here come the Blue Jackets out on the ice. Alexandria will follow in third period action. Will commence momentarily. Doug Dietrich here, glad to have you along. See if the Blue Jackets can get a quick goal here and tie this up. Maybe shift some of that momentum. Shots on goal, 14-7 in favor of Alexandria. And here come the Cardinals of Alexandria. In the third period this year, Blue Jackets have been outscored 12-6. Meanwhile, Alexandria has been outscored 13-10. Jackets already out near center ice. Here come the Cardinals. The Blue Jackets will send out the Birdsall line. Cabina, Rhiannon, back on D. It's going to be Seppala and Zimba. Meanwhile, that starting line, Doherty centering Westland and Stender. Then back on D, it's going to be Latimer and Revering for the Cardinals, and we're underway. Sent down in the Blue Jacket zone, rattles all the way around into the right corner. Coming away with this Doherty, and then he had his pocket picked by Birdsall. Here's Birdsall to center. Works it up to Rhiannon. They're across on the right side. Rhiannon back to Birdsall. Didn't connect. Left wing half wall. Seppala Gets it to the circle. Taken away by Powell for the Cardinals. It rolls off his stick. Cardinal flips it out to center. And it's intercepted by Sepala. Sepala leads a rush across. He gets the shot off, partially deflected, saved by Boleen into the left corner of the Cardinals zone. Just underway, third period, 1-0 on the Powell goal for Alexandria. Out to center. That pass was well behind Jensen and everyone else. Icing coming up on Alexandria with 16:10 to go in the game. The Cardinals lead 1-0. Face off now to the right of the goaltender, Boleen. Knocked into the left corner, Latimer. Revering works it around over at the right wing half wall to Pesta. Now coming away with it, Revering to center. Revering across the blue line. Revering wrist shot sails wide of the net. Into the left corner, dropping. Now near the left wing half wall, they turn it over. Here come the Blue Jackets. It's Lasky from the blue line. In behind the net, Revering's there. Picked up by Latimer. And a hit coming on. Penalty coming up on the Blue Jackets. It's going to be on Belich this time. And back in the box we go. That's the one thing we need to avoid, and we're going back into the penalty box once again. This time it's Belich, and it's power play number 4 coming up for a trip. And this will come at the 1:32 mark. Cleared out by the Blue Jackets on the face-off. Back to pick it up is Revering near the right corner of the Cardinal zone. He'll stop behind the net. There's Revering with the puck. Right wing pass to Westland. Westland into the Blue Jacket zone. Carried down into the right corner. Sepala giving chase. He'll leave it for Doherty. Doherty to Powell at the right point. Powell looking. Back to Doherty, top of the right circle. Doherty looking. Left circle shot. Hits the side of the net. Sneaking down was Revering from the left point. Westland. Back out to Doherty. Back to Westland, top of the right circle. Again, backdoor. Revering couldn't pull the trigger. Cleared out to center. Back to pick it up is Powell. Powell backpedals to the Cardinal blue line. He'll get it to Westland. Westland gets it right back on a deflection. Cross ice. Revering can't hold the zone. 1:08 to go in that power play. 14:32 to go in the game. Alexandria with the 1-0 lead. Here's Powell stick handling the center. Powell sends it deep. Comes around to the left wing half wall. Strong is there. Coming away with the puck now is Stender to Strong on the left wing. Strong. High slot, wrist shot. Ooh, just sailed wide off the stick of Wasepka. Right wing half wall. Stender to the right circle, sends it to Strong into the right corner. 35 seconds to go in the Alexandria power play. Strong up top. Strong looking. Latimer, right circle, right in front. Oh, and he hit the post as it trickled off the stick of Wasepka. I'm not even sure what Wasepka was trying to do. It didn't look like he was trying to take a shot or anything. Looked like he was trying to stick handle, and it rolled and hit the post before the net came off its mooring. So the Blue Jackets dodge a bullet there. Still 26 seconds to go in that power play for Alexandria. Face off to the right of Tuin. And the Blue Jackets clear it down the ice at Zimba. 20 seconds to go. Boleen stops it in behind the net. Revering picks it up. Revering. Left wing pass to Powell. Cross ice on the right wing to Westland. He's across. Westland sets it up high. Doherty's shot. And a blocker saved by Tuin. Revering at the left wing half wall. Couldn't hold the zone as it comes out as him and Birdsall collide. And now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. There's Doherty. Doherty sends it deep in behind the net. Birdsall has it. Birdsall regains control. His pass is deflected. Knocked down. Doherty carried across on the left wing. Sends it across for Westland into the right corner. Back to Doherty, left corner. At the half wall on the left side, Doherty. Doherty with the puck. Tries to send it into the left corner. Poked away by Westland and Birdsall. Westland has it, left circle. Tried to center it. That got deflected up and hit Stender in the chest. And Zimba comes away with it for the Blue Jackets. Zimba with the puck. Zimba. Wrist shot from center ice and a glove save by Boline. He'll hold on. So 12:37 to go here in this contest. It remains a 1-0 Alexandria lead. Shots on goal 15-8 in favor of the Cardinals. Face off to the left of Boline. Belich on the draw with Treat. Blue Jackets control it. Sanborn with the puck. Back out to the blue line. Shots blocked. Backhanded goal by Versich from the right circle, and it's in the net. And we're tied at 1. Versich on the backhand from the right circle. And that'll tie the contest at 1. 4:31 is going to be the time of the goal. And for Matt Versich, that's his second goal of the year. So Sanborn and Willard on the assist. And the Blue Jackets tie it up, which is what they needed. They get a goal on 9 shots. Neither team really putting a lot of shots on net. They're all taking a lot of shots, but they're either getting deflected, blocked, or they're wide. Cross-ice pass too far in front of Cabina. We got an icing coming up on the Blue Jackets with 12:04 to go, 12:03 to go now. And we are tied up at 1. Face-off's going to be to the right of Tuin. Tied up in the circle now, controlled by the Cardinals. They'll send it deep in behind the Blue Jacket net. Zimba's there. Worked it around to the right wing half wall. Past the keeps it alive. Wasepka tried to get it away from Zimba. Couldn't do it. Cabina with it. Flips it out the center. Wasepka. He'll fire it right back into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. At the half wall, Zimba. Now Birdsall at center. Poked off his stick. And a big check put on Rhiannon by Pesta. In behind the net of the Cardinals. Into the left corner, Birdsall tried to work it back to Sepla near the point. That was deflected. Coming off the left wing half wall is Birdsall, knocked away by Bigger. Shot sails wide. Comes to the left wing half wall, sent in the left corner, rolling, and now dropped down. It was rolling along the railing. Back out to Sepla, left point. And interference, and this one's going to be called on Chicky. And back in the penalty box we go again. This is going to be driving Justin and his coaches just absolutely bonkers. Chicky goes off for interference. 5:54, time of the penalty. Power play number 5 coming up for Alexandria. Shot put on. Blue Jackets coming into this game, 94 minutes and penalties. That was stuck up into the old equipment of Westland. We'll have a face-off, neutral zone. On the penalty kill, it's going to be Lasky, Zimba, Belich, and Sepala. Lasky on the draw. It's just tied up. Now the Cardinals come away with it. Jensen brings it in, stops at the right point. Jensen, cross ice, sets it up for Powell. Powell right in front, deflected up and over the top of the net by Westland. Deflected it up out of play. Still a minute 40 to go in the Alexandria power play. But again, coming into this game, through 8 games, Blue Jackets 94 penalty minutes. You can add 10 more to that here tonight. Face off to the left of Tuin. Jensen has it. Gets it back to Revering. Revering up high. Revering. Pass is deflected. Left corner, Jensen. Back out to Powell, left point. Left wing half wall. Sets it up for Westland. Westland back up to Powell up high. Powell wrist shot. Blocker save. Puck loose at the circle on the left side. And backhanded, but not out. With the puck is Jensen, right circle, right wing half wall. Stops. Sets it up for Revering. Over to Doherty, right circle. Doherty shot, save. Tuin, no rebound. Minute 3 to go. In that power play for Alexandria, 10:08 to go in the game. We're tied at 1. Face off to the left of Tuin. Tied up in the circle, and now the Cardinals control. Here's Powell with the puck, right circle, left circle, sets it up, try to get it in front to Wasepka, unable to do so. Powell, top of the left circle, left wing half wall. Powell with the puck. Here's Powell, sends it down to Wasepka. Wasepka up high, back to Powell. Powell looking, throws it on net, save Tuin, and no rebound once again. Parked right out in front of the net was Wasepka. 40 seconds to go in the power play for Alexandria. 9:45 to go in the game, tied at 1. Face off to the left of Tuin once again. Cardinals control it. Here's Revering with the puck. Revering sets it up to Westland. Down low, Doherty. He'll cycle it back around to the right wing half wall to Westland. 28 seconds to go in the power play. Westland up high, right circle. Westland gonna leave it for Doherty. Revering up top. Revering shot. I don't know if Tuin needed to get a piece of that or not, but it went up and over the top of the net. Kept alive, right point by Revering. Nope, now it's knocked down the ice by Cabina. And with 10 seconds to go, that should pretty much do it for the power play. Here's Powell with 9:10 to go. Powell, stick handling. He did this before and got the lone Alexandria goal. Cross ice to Westland. Westland throws it towards the net, sails wide. Powell with the puck. Centering pass, knocked down, left circle by Chicky. Still rolls into the left corner. Westland with the puck, avoids a Carter Anderson check. Centering pass, that's tipped away by Sanborn. And here comes Willard the other way. Willard sends it in to the Cardinals zone. Westland pushes it out, and the Blue Jackets shove it right back into the Cardinal zone. Clearing attempt is deflected. Revering, his pass is tipped. Doherty just golfs it in. Line change coming up for the Cardinals with 8:22 to go. Sanborn avoids the check behind the net from Dropic. Comes out to center. Now it's Cabina across. Cabina backhand, and Bolin directs it in the left corner. Out near the left point. That flips up out to neutral ice. Zimba in the Blue Jacket zone recovers to Sanborn to Cabina, who backhands it down the ice. Line change Blue Jackets with 7:50 to go. Latimer stick handles the center, dumps it in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Picked up by Cephalus, stops. Dropic tried to stop as well and fell down. Cross ice left wing pass, too far in front of Cabina. Latimer sends it to the Blue Jacket blue line. Wasepka backhands it down in the right corner, now behind the Blue Jacket net, picked up by Cephala. Banked off the far wall, turned over. With the puck is Strong into the right corner. Sets it up for Berkland. Berkland's shot is deflected, and back come the Blue Jackets the other way. Is Rhiannon, but he's on the wrong side of center. They're going to waive any icing, though. And in the left corner. Rhiannon intercepts behind the net. Rhiannon Tried to work it to Birdsall, couldn't do it. Strong avoids a check at the left wing half wall. Comes out to center for Treat. Treat's pass. Trying to get it to Stender. Hit a skate. Here comes Birdsall the other way. Birdsall, shot blocker save. Puck loose in the circles. Another shot, another save. And it's cleared out by the Cardinals. Sanborn back to pick it up. Works it to Olsen. Olsen. Long pass to the blue line. Tipped in by Birdsall. Giving chase. In the left corner is Rusic. Or that's actually Hooger. Hooger's out there today. Quickly back the other way, though, comes Alexandria. Westland. Westland gets it back, right circle, on a little give and go. Backhand out front. Bounces in on two, and he'll make the save as Jensen took a couple of whacks at that bouncing puck. So with 6:22 to go, it remains 1-1. Shots on goal, 20-11 in favor of Alexandria. Alexandria out shooting the Blue Jackets this period 6-4. Face off to the left of Tuin. Comes out to the right point to Powell. Powell's wrist shot right on. Saved by Tuin. It's Doherty. Doherty in the corner. Jensen's there as well. Checked up by Seppala. Powell, slap shot. Knocked down by the stick of Jensen. Back to the blue line. Westland on the left wing. And his pass is blocked. Carlson's got to go back to the Alexandria blue line to pick it up. Banked off the left wing wall. Doherty just backends it down in. Cardinals will finish up their line change with 5:45 to go. Tied at 1. Zimba tried to get to it, and he does. Here's Zimba. Blue Jackets bank it into the Cardinal zone. Powell spins in the left corner to avoid the forecheck. Banked off the left wing wall into the Blue Jackets zone. Carter Anderson with it. Knocked down, carried in, shot, put on by Pesta, and it's deflected up and out of play. 1-1 with 5:17 to go. Shots 21-11. Favor of the Cardinals. Face off to the right of Tuin, controlled by the Cardinals. Revering shot, that's knocked down in front, rolls to the right wing half wall. Versich, the lone Hibbing goal, tries to clear the zone, unable to do so. Dropic avoids a check. Trying to dig it loose as Pasta Dropic comes away with it. Dropic banked out to Revering at the left point. Quick snapshot and a save by Tuin, no rebound. 4:54 to go. In regulation, knotted up at 1. Face off to the right of Tuin. Birdsall on the draw with Treat. Treat wins the draw. Comes out to Berkland. Wrist shots blocked by Cabina. Cabina kicks it out to neutral ice. Strong will pick it up. He'll backhand it off the glass. Takes a weird bounce. And now Cabina with the puck. Trying to get it to Birdsall at center. Rolled off his stick. Bigger with the puck. Cabina gives chase at the left wing half wall. Reenan has the puck. Sends it around to the right corner. Stender. Now they'll work it over to Strong at the left wing half wall. Strong. Cross ice. Tipped out the center. And with the puck is Cabina at center. He'll send it deep. Blue Jackets will finish up their line change with 4:10 to go. Tied up in the right corner of the Cardinals zone. Trying to dig that puck loose. And finally the Cardinals come away with it. In behind the net is Bigger. Works it to Strong. Strong can't clear. Seppala's shot from the left wing half wall. Sails wide of the net. Now it's chipped out to center by Stender. Stender got as far as the Blue Jacket blue line before he was denied entry. Sent down the ice by the Blue Jackets. Both teams switching up some players. Out to center. Intercepted by Belich and dumped back into the Cardinal zone with 3:32 to go in regulation. We're tied at 1. Hibbing, Chisholm, and Alexandria. Quickly the other way. Here's Doherty to center. Gets it right in the tape to Westland's got a 2-on-1 opportunity. A shot and a save by Tuin. And a penalty coming up on Jensen. He took a whack, and the Blue Jacket player went down. Blue Jackets going on a power play with 3:10 to go as Jensen picks up the trip. They're actually going to call it on Westland. It looked like Jensen, but it's Westland going off. That's his second penalty of the night. Only the second penalty on Alexandria here tonight. So come at 13:50. See if the Blue Jackets can do some damage here. 0 for 1 in the power play, but this year they are 35% coming into tonight's game. Face off to the left of Bolin. Into the right corner. Trying to dig it loose. Blue Jackets come off the wall with it. Backhand goal into the net. Up under the crossbar. And the Blue Jackets with the lead with 3 minutes to go. That was a nice backhand. And it's Birdsall getting the goal. That'll be his 6th of the year, and it's a power play goal. Came off the right wing wall and put it up under the crossbar on a backhand at the 14-minute mark. What a nice play by Birdsall to come off the wall after he gained control of that puck. Came in and put the backhand up top shelf. 2-1 Blue Jackets, 2:48 to go. So Belich and Rianen get the assist on the power play goal. Quickly the other way. Here's Dropic into the right corner with 2:25 to go. And for Tristan, that's his 6th goal of the year. And the Blue Jackets find themselves on top by a score of 2-1. Play continues into the Blue Jacket zone. On the left wing, Dropic sends it to Revering. Blocker save Tuin into the left corner. Anderson battling for the puck, knocked down by Pesta. Blue Jackets can't clear. Revering slap shot blocked in front by Sanborn. And cleared down the ice by Cabina. It's going to roll on net, so no icing with 1:50 to go. The Blue Jackets effectively were able to change their line. Doherty to Westland. Offside. Minute 45 to go. I suspect the timeout's going to be called soon. No, right now the head coach, Ian Resch, is just pointing at the goalie saying, watch me, pay attention to me, for when he wants him to come off for the 6 attackers. Face off at neutral ice between Belich and Doherty. Here's Westland, carried into the Blue Jacket zone. He goes down, loses an edge. Belich takes a check from Powell into the corner. But Lasky with the puck. Lasky, his pass hits Chicky in the leg. Chicky comes in right circle, gets the shot off the save. No rebound from Bolin. That pass hit him about waist high. Then dropped down in front of him. 1:28 to go. Blue Jackets with the lead, 2-1. Looking to hold on and snap that 5-game losing streak and get back into the win column. Face off, knocked in behind the Cardinal net. Revering's there. Tries to work at the Powell. Powell working down the left wing. Powell to center. Powell had it poked off his stick by Belich and up into the Hibbing bench. Powell, the lone goal unassisted for Alexandria back in the second period. Blue Jackets, 2 third-period goals here, have the lead. Shots 24-13 in favor of Alexandria. Minute 19 to go. Face-off controlled by the Cardinals. It's Revering. Revering works at the... That would be Lattimore. Sent in. In behind the net, Doherty. Checked up. Get it back to Revering. Goalie's coming off for the extra attacker with a minute to go in the game. Here Revering, his shot blocked by Cabina, tipped out to center. Backhanded by Lattimore. Back into the Blue Jackets zone with 50 seconds to go. Cabina tried to clear, unable to do so. Right wing half wall. Just tied up. Dropic avoids a check. Seppala has it. Seppala tried to clear, and it goes down the ice. Revering couldn't stop it, but it is an icing with 37 seconds to go. Goalie's been pulled since the 101 mark. Blue Jackets 37 seconds away if they hold on to breaking that 5-game losing streak. And now the timeout's going to be called by Alexandria. You knew that was coming. Coming up in our post-game show, we'll review all the statistics from the game. Also take a look at some of the other boys hockey games going on with these tournaments. See if we can't update you on the Virginia and the Greenway scores. The timeout's been called by Alexandria. Game-winning goal, if it stands, will go to Tristan Birdsall, his 6th of the year. It was a power play goal. After the timeout, the face-off will be to the left of Tuin. Shots on goal heavily favor Alexandria, but Torrey Tuin played well in nets in his first start of the year. Face-off's going to be to the left of Tuin, and here we go. Extra attacker on the ice, tied up in the circle. With the puck is Westland up high. Westland looking to the right wing half wall. Doherty is shot and a save. And a whistle because the net came off the mooring, or what? What was the whistle for? The puck was loose behind the net. Okay. At least I thought the puck went out. That could have been his water bottle. Either way, nice save by Torrey Tuin on that shot from the right wing half wall. Push down, back out. Revering looking. Powell. 19 seconds to go. Powell sends it deep. Zimba will tie it up, takes a check, centering pass. Revering comes out, wrist shot, knocked down in front. Powell with the loose puck. That's knocked down in front. And it's, what a play by Rhiannon, and just knock it down, and Rhiannon gets the empty net goal with 3 seconds to go. But that was all Rhiannon battling Powell at the blue line to create that, to make that happen, and the Blue Jackets are going to get the victory here tonight. Rhiannon picks up the empty netter. .16:57 will be the time of that goal. And it should be an unassisted goal, as that was all Rhiannon battling Powell for that loose puck at the Blue Jacket blue line. Face off at center, and they'll just tie it up, and that'll be ball game. Blue Jackets get the victory 3-1. And it is an unassisted goal. And the Blue Jackets end up getting the victory here, a hard-fought victory. Blue Jackets didn't generate a lot of shots, but they made them count when they needed to. And the Blue Jackets snapped that 5-game losing streak. They now improved to 3-6 as they go into the New Year break. Meanwhile, Alexandria will drop to 5-6-1 on the year. But more importantly, the Blue Jackets now 1-2 in the George Perpich North-South Challenge. It's now up to Virginia and Greenway to get the victories and give the North the win 5-4. All right, post-game shows coming up next. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey, and it's right here on 106.3 WMFG.